Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Matt and welcome to my new channel. On this channel, I'm going to talk about a couple of things that are very important to me. One, fishing. We're going to talk about getting your kids into fishing, taking your kids fishing, and we're going to review some veteran-owned products. I myself am in the Army, been in the Army for 22 years and I'm looking at retiring soon. And the veteran community is very important to me, and I thought I would, take this opportunity to kind of highlight some of the things that veterans do other than veteran, I guess. I don't know. All right, so I am not originally from Louisiana. I am from Alabama, and I've moved all over the country. And I found myself down here in Baton Rouge. The cool thing about that is we have lots of marsh just south of us. And I'm learning how to redfish, catch speckled trout, and ultimately one day I want to catch a flounder. So when I was talking to my neighbor about that, he told me that I need to get some popping corks. I did not know what a popping cork was. So he threw me one and I started using it, and this is how he explained it to me. He says, what you got to do is you got to throw it out and you go pop, 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 pop with a dead shrimp. That's all you got to do and you'll catch fish. So I did that and I caught fish and it worked out just fine. But now I've made about 8 trips to the marsh, and I've learned that there's a little more to a popping cork than that. So I'm going to show you guys these popping corks that I got from Redfish Row, veteran-made Redfish Row, veteran-made corks out of Mississippi. I'm going to compare them to the only popping cork that I had any experience with before and show you guys why they are such an improvement. Okay, so the popping cork I started out with is this Tsunami brand. It's got some thick mono through it, a bead on top, a bead and a weight on bottom. So it's a weighted cork, and I mean it pops. Nothing real impressive. It does got this cup up top, so it makes a pretty big splash. Came pre-tied with maybe a 16-inch leader, little speed clip on the bottom. So I had some success with that. I didn't really think the cork fished that easy compared to what I thought it should. So I did some research and I found these guys here. First of all, this is the packaging. Redfish Row. I don't know if you can see that. Popping corks. They've got a titanium wire through them. They got a swivel on top to connect to your main line and a swivel on bottom for you to tie your leader. This is the amazing part. It's not mono or fluorofilament like this. This is a solid, I guess it's titanium wire, but listen to this pop. It is amazing. So this little cork right here, I fished it this weekend, and unfortunately my GoPro wasn't working, or I would have got some good footage of it. But this little cork here, I'm not going to say it's a magical cork, but it caught more fish with the exact same bait on it, rigged the exact same way, than this cork that my son was fishing. I fished this one. Well, correction, I fished this orange one. He fished this one, and I had a limit of speckled trout, which in Louisiana is 25, and he may have caught 1 or 2. So this cork did some good work. Probably the coolest thing about this cork is I saw a redfish busted up in some marsh, and I threw a swim bait at it, threw a chatterbait at it, threw a bugs lure at it. He wouldn't come out to hit nothing. I threw this popping cork right here, this orange one, red one, with this voodoo shrimp right here, right outside the marsh grass, and I gave it 2 pops, just pop, pop, and it went like this. That redfish turned around, came out of the marsh grass, ate that shrimp, and I caught him. He was about a 19-incher. He wasn't anything huge, but these popping corks drawed him out of the marsh when he wouldn't come out for swim baits or anything else. So I was really impressed with that. As you can see, this cork here, it took some damage. I fished this thing for like 10.5 hours straight. The wire held up fine. No issues there. The only issue is the cork, I was fishing around oyster bars and everything else. And you could tell it definitely took some damage, but it's not going to affect it, I don't believe. So Redfish Row on Facebook, veteran made. Here, I'll show you. When you get them, they're packaged like this. I don't know if you can see that. Redfish Row, made by veterans. They're on Facebook. Redfish Row, there's a Gmail address. I'll link all of it in the description below. But that's it, guys. This is my first veteran-owned, veteran-made product review. And I'm hoping to do very many more of them if it's possible. So if you guys can think of any veteran-owned tackle companies that you want me to check out their stuff, send me a link. If I can afford it, I'll do it. I bought these myself. He did not donate these for a review or anything. I bought them, paid the shipping on them. I bought 4 of them. I got 2 greens, 2 of these yellows, and this orange one here, because I guess that's orange. I'm colorblind. I don't know. Orange, red, you be the judge. But I know it catches fish. All right, guys, that's it. If you think of any veteran-owned companies, let me know. Drop them in the links below or in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow along, because this weekend I'm going to be taking a 3-year-old catfishing, because I want to test chicken breast versus chicken livers versus worms and see if we can catch anything. If you didn't know, I raise worms for bait, so I don't have to go buy those. And I fish out of kayaks, guys. And you'll be seeing those videos too. All right, so that's it. Have a good night.